What's up? Black Suburban Dad Reviews back with another episode, back with another video, and as always, ready to rock and roll. So today I wanted to talk about and kind of key in on the youth and just the female youth. Are they being led astray or are they being led the right way?
Nope.
Well, I'll get into that later. And I have this video that has went viral, and it's of a young lady, and she's talking about an experience that she had. I think is when she was in high school. Now, I think she's already graduated now, and she's living her life and doing whatever she does, okay? But she's making some pretty viral videos out here. This one really caught my attention because I've actually heard about a situation like this. Now, I'm not going to say any names, okay? It was a very popular, I'm not even going to say the race or whatever. It was a very popular person in my school that I came from, and they had some friends, and they might have got in a situation kind of like what this girl's situation is, and I don't think there was really any consent. If there was consent was pulled away after the fact. Now, it could have been that the girl was drunk. Now I'm giving the race right now. I'm giving the gender away right now. So I don't know if the girl was actually drinking or drunk, and the guys, they weren't drinking, or maybe they were drunk too. And then, some things happen in the back room, if you catch my drift. And like I said, I don't know if consent was given. So when you're in high school, you're at a younger age, you're wondering about sex, okay? You're curious about it. You want to do it, okay? You don't even know you want to experience what it feels like. And sometimes you could get in a precarious situation. And sometimes these things could just pop up, okay? You could just be chilling with your friends at a party. You guys are drinking some Old English, or what's that one thing, Mad Dog 2020 or Boone's Farm. You guys could be drinking some nasty shit like that. And then somebody's in the bathroom dropping that neck or something like that. And then you walk in, and then you want the neck dropped on you, and now you're in a precarious situation. Not always consent is given, but because the alcohol has kicked in, things just happen. But then it's what happens afterwards, okay? Because everybody, it seems like, was having fun. Thing about it is you don't know exactly what that girl was going through, okay? Now I'm talking about it with guy-girl situation right now, okay? None of this. I don't do that. I'm not talking about that, okay? So it could seem that everybody was having fun, okay? But you never know what the girl was actually going through, Maybe she could have been in a situation, headspace, where, it kind of felt weird, because if a girl is doing this for the first time, it's not actually going to feel good. It could feel weird, or it could actually hurt them, okay? So they got a lot of things going on through their mind. And if they're doing this in front of a lot of people that she did not give permission to, now that gives her a lot of things to think about after this act is done. So right after it's done, everybody gets up, go their own way or whatever. But it's the day after, when the girl does not have any alcohol or any drugs or whatever you guys are doing in your system, and she has time to reflect on, damn, like, man, all those people were just looking at me. Wow, they seen every part of my body. Wow, they see me doing that nasty act, and I did it in front of all those people, and now I got to go back to school. I wonder what they're going to think about me. Wait, did I even give those guys permission to do that? Did I?
Nope.
So she starts reflecting on what happened, and maybe she did, maybe she didn't. But I tell you one thing, the girl could actually be disgusted from what some of the things that she did, okay? And that could blow back. That could blow back on you and your friends or whoever was caught up in the act. They could even blow back on people that witnessed the act, if there were some witnesses around. So when I get into that video, it's kind of talking about that situation. I'll pretty much just let the video play, fair use, and then I'll give my thoughts on it. But as always, I want to jump into this email, and you guys know I love a good cheating story.
I came to
Oh,
save
snap,
her.
my bad. Come on. There we go. All right, you guys know I love a good cheating story. The one person that's going to watch this video. All right, so I swear to God, somebody's been in here. I don't know if it's my son. All my stuff was just, it wasn't right. None of my stuff was right. All right. So, and the email reads, I, 31 male, left my girlfriend, a 33 female of 4 years after she cheated. I recently come back to her but made some unfavorable discoveries. Is this a mistake? Well, let's read the email and see exactly what's going on in this situation. And it's not that long of an email, but, things like this catch my eye. So, as the title says, I'm back with my girlfriend who cheated on me. She didn't want me to leave and only confessed to cheating because she felt guilty after a month of us getting along really well. We were apart for 3 weeks when I decided to forgive her and attempt to work things out. After talking and working things out, she mentioned she met a guy 1 week after we split up. Now, that's going to happen, okay? They just want to get you in the right mind state, okay? They want to get you in the right mind state to prepare you for the shit that she did that you're not even expecting. But if you're on the women's network, you would expect these things, okay? Like I said, sometimes some things can come across that you really don't expect. But even when those things come across, it doesn't get you out of this, it doesn't get you out of your solid mind state, okay? It's not going to have you wigging out and, you going to meet the girl and, you waving this metal thing around and next thing you know, you black out. And now, she's anyway, you don't want stuff like that happening. If you're on the women's network, okay, so she's going to mentally prepare you. She's going to give you all the sex. She's going to let you grab her by the back of the neck. Get over here. You're going to give her the Italian stallion. She's going to splash all over the place, okay, get you in a good mindset, get that good NUT out of you. And then once that happens, now she can proceed to tell you about all the nasty things or the things that she knew that you would not be cool with if you guys got back together. She can tell you those things that she did once you're in that mind state, once she gave you some of that juicy fruit. Snap. Okay. So after talking about working things out, she mentioned she met a guy 1 week after we split up. So look, man, girls, they don't waste time, okay? They don't waste time. I would like to say that guys don't waste time, even though girls think, oh man, we just broke up. I bet he's out there cheating with Becky, Samantha, Kim, Tina, LaToya. Is he cheating with all them? No, he can't even get a girl. Now, a girl, she can just walk out in sweatpants, ponytails. She's wearing sandals, and she's gonna have she can go to Walmart like that. Every guy in Walmart, I'd say at least half of the store at Walmart is gonna hit on this girl. Okay, so they think that we're out there and we're just getting it like boom, 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 boom. Nope, it doesn't happen like that, does it?
Nope.
No, but you girls, you guys can just go out into the world and you guys get flooded with the D. Okay, so girls think like that, but it doesn't actually happen. Guys can't just get girls like that. Not most of them, unless you're like a Chad, Giga Chad, Pookie, Ray Ray, a Quan, Tron. Okay, she had slept with him. Oh my God, she had slept with him multiple times, and he even met her close group of friends. So this is literally 1 week after they split up. So she's moving lightning fast. I mean, she got in her car. She's already crashing out. Because she done already took it this far with a guy. Now, usually, if you want to do something like that, what she's trying to do is she's trying to get under your skin. She's trying to embarrass you, and she's trying to make you jealous, okay? Because she knows that she's going to her friends are going to bring it up to you, okay? And if you guys get back together, if you are brought around her friends, they're going to know about the other guy and be looking at your ass side-eye like. So this thing, you guys get back together, it's not going to work out. This thing is not going to work out. So she slept with him on the first date and immediately planned out the rest of the month with him. She had slept with him multiple times, and he even met her close group of friends. I understood the situation and that I left her, but I was also hurt she moved on so fast. We've been working things out by talking about my insecurities towards it, and she's completely understanding. Okay, of course she's completely understanding because you aren't out here giving other girls a rock'em sock'em robot. You aren't out here giving a bunch of girls the Italian stallion and making them splash all over the place. If you were doing that, we'd be having a different conversation, but that's not it. She was doing these things, so it's okay, okay? Yes, she did move on very fast, okay? She's bringing the guys around her friends and so on, okay? Like I said, if you take this girl back, you're going to be a dumbass, okay? She's already playing you like a fiddle. Let's see how many tunes, see how many gifts, see what she can get out of you, okay? She's probably just bringing you back to finish your ass off. Shit, by the end of this, your ass can be like, she took me back because she loves me and feels terrible about cheating. No, she doesn't. She does not feel bad about cheating, okay? She doesn't at all, okay? If she hooked up with this guy, not one, not two, not three, but four, like more than 4 times, it said that she hooked up with him multiple times, okay? She hooked up with him the first time, and she's telling you this, okay? She's trying to make you jealous, brother. And no, she does not feel bad about cheating, okay? If she did, she'd probably tell her friends about it. They maul it over, okay? They tell her she's a piece of shit, possibly, if she's got good friends. And then maybe she might tell you that she hung out with another guy, but she's not going to tell you that she slept with him and did all this other shit, okay? Now she's just trying to get under your skin. I've said this before. Girls can cut your ass to the bone like that. You ain't ready for it. She cheated because I emotionally neglected her off and on throughout our relationship. I admit guilt to that, although cheating is no good excuse. I've forgiven her. Your ass popping up.
I came to save her.
You're trying to save your girlfriend. You're trying to save your relationship, okay? I get it when guys try to save their relationships. I just don't get it in this situation, okay? She's already put that juicy fruit out there. She's splashing all over somebody else's Johnson, and you're going to take her back? I don't care, okay? I don't care if you emotionally neglected her. You didn't stick your tallywhacker into somebody else, did you? No. And you're the one out here forgiving her. I've laid out steps in how I'm going to change my behavior and lifestyle to improve the mood between the two of us. And she's done the same. However, I found some photos after her and I broke up. Provocative photos of her in her lingerie and even a nude selfie of her and her girlfriend hugging in the mirror. So she's on that tip too. Okay, and this is, what is it, 33? So they are millennials, I think. A lot of millennial girls and Gen Z girls are identifying as, they pretty much go any direction they want to. Pansexual, quadrosexual, all this other stuff. They're bringing up new terms, okay? Any new term they come up with, they're down with it.
I came to
snap,
save
my
her.
bad. All right, I'm back. I've been gone for a minute. I was not aware she was bi or even curious. She was most likely sending these to this guy she was seeing. Of course she was. Anyways, she never sent me photos like this, and I never really knew this side of her existed. And I feel like me leaving allowed her to be truly herself. Oh my God, I'm reading like I need Hooked on Phonics again. I just don't know what to do. We've been together for almost 2 weeks after the breakup, and this is still eating away at me. I don't know if I can be with someone so fast living, whatever. Her and I are so familiar with each other and so damn happy when we're good. I never saw anyone else while we were separated, so maybe I should try that to realize the grass is greener. Look, man, it's too late, okay? Too late to apologize. It's too late for your punk ass to do anything, okay? Like I said, you showing up, she did all this, you pop up out of the blue like,
I came to save her.
You try to save your girl, try to save your relationship, okay? You never did anything on the side, okay? all this stuff you're telling her that, oh, I want to change and you're going to change. Guess what she's thinking?
Nobody cares, nigga.
She don't care about none of that shit, okay? Because she ain't changing. The thing about it is she actually knows how to get away with stuff now, okay? And I'm not even going to say, oh, bad girl, bad this. No, okay? Look, she's going to play your ass like a fiddle. You're going to sit there. You're going to get played, okay? Whatever. She's going to be the fucking Pied Piper, and you're going to be that little rat just following around, okay? I mean, that's all you are. That's all you are. She playing you like the Pied Piper, okay? It does not matter, okay? This relationship is pretty much done. There's nothing else that you can do. Now, all you can do actually is be a simp, be her emotional tool, okay? And you're going to have other guys out here like Pookie, Raekwon. I bet it's a black dude. I bet it's a black dude just snapping her ass in head. Get over here. Giving her the Italian stallion. She's squirting. She's splashing all over the place. Yeah. And look, when he's done, she be like, oh, that was good. And the black dude, he be like, bitch, please. Hey, and then and then on to the next one, okay? Look, man, there's nothing you can do, okay? You're not even her type, okay? There's two different types of guys that girls would actually have in their lives, okay? There's the bad boy, and you don't even have to be a bad boy. I'm just saying, like, the guy that she wants, okay? And it's the guy that's going to be digging her out on the side, okay? And then there's you. You're the beta male guy, okay? The guy that's going to be her emotional support animal. The guy that's going to be understanding and all this stuff. You're never going to do her wrong. You're never going to cheat on her. Okay, well, the guy on the side, Pookie, Laquan, he's choking her, okay? He's spitting. He's doing everything. She hawk twoing him. All right? Your ass sitting over there, you ain't doing nothing. Okay, you wait for her to get home. You like, man, she should be home. She should be home by now. Where my baby at? You know where she is? She getting the Italian stallion from Pookie. Splashing all over the place. And your ass ain't doing nothing. You sitting home playing video games. Man, it's like 12 o'clock. She still ain't got home. So there's only two ways this thing could go. Either you can leave, or you can stay there and get played like a fiddle because this situation is never going to change, okay? She's found her way to get away with things with you, okay? She's found a way to get away with her dirt with you, okay? You've laid out all your cards. She knows what cards you're playing with. You ain't playing with a full deck. You ain't got a winning hand, okay? You ain't got nothing to keep this girl around except for being her emotional support animal. And that shit ain't going to work because she's still going to be getting stroked down on the side, okay? This sucks when guys do stuff like this. And me, I can't even say that I've been that guy before. I've actually never been in a situation like this before. I don't think I would ever demean myself or to put myself in a situation like this. It's pretty ridiculous, man. It's pretty sad what guys are doing out here. Probably need to go have your friends punch you in the face, kick you in the balls, okay? Go out, have a couple drinks, grab you a bald head scallywag or something like that, give her the Italian stallion, make her splash, and then maybe you'll turn into a damn man again. Maybe, you know? Because this girl that you got, she's too much for you. She's playing in a league that she's in the pros, okay? Your ass is still on the elementary school team. That's the levels that you guys are playing on, okay? She's way advanced for you. You ain't ready for it, okay? Oh, man, it's a shame. I feel bad for this guy, though, because he thinks that guys like this, they think like, oh, man, you know, I'm being the good guy. The thing about it is he's not on the woman's network, and he don't actually understand women, okay? Even though he's 33, he's got to have that heart hurt just a little bit more, you know, just so he can get that temperature down, get that heart colder, and then maybe he'll start to understand and accept women for what they are, okay? Because look, man, he's obviously not accepting her for. Look, he's forgiven her, okay? He's forgiven her because he doesn't have anywhere else to go, okay? She's probably the best thing that he's ever had, okay? Probably the only piece of tail that he's gonna get, okay? So that's why he's sticking around. He's lusting for this girl. He's got an attachment issue to this girl, okay? She don't have an attachment issue to him. She can go out and get slammed all day, any day. But she's going to take him back because he could buy her stuff, okay? He can be her emotional support animal. She can just have a bad day at work, come home, and she could dump all this trauma and everything, all her problems on him, okay? He can talk through all her problems. Okay, he can try to fix her. He can listen to all this bullshit that she's pouring up on him, and he'll be there. Okay, so you're playing that role. Chad Pookie, Italian Stallion, Splash. Hate to see guys like this, man. Hate to see guys like this, but hey, it is what it is, man. You know, not every guy is out there. Not every guy out there is ready for what's going on in this world right now, man. Okay. I would say you should probably just get yourself together. You need to end the relationship, get yourself together. Like I said, this girl, she's playing outside of your league, man. You ain't ready for this. All right, and now I want to get into the video. And some of you might have seen this video, or the one person that's watching this video, you might have actually seen this video, okay? And it says, I had a choo-choo train ran on me, and I'm going to tell you why. All in one video, okay? The video, I think, is only about 2-3 minutes long. But let's see what this young chocolate piece of meat has to say.
14, I had a train ran on me by 3 senior boys in high school. I was 14, one was 17, another was 17, and one was 16 years old. When I was 14, I got bullied a lot.
Fair use.
I didn't have any friends in school. And my home life was no better than my school life. I was the black sheep of my family, and I was severely mistreated in my home, and I was left out, neglected, and bullied in school. I walked to school every day by myself with my headphones in, listening to my music, and I walked home every day by myself. I never bothered anyone. I never talked to anyone. I was a very shy child. These boys were extremely handsome and very popular in school, and they also happened to have to walk every day to school, to and from. And one day, they decided to start speaking to little old me. Now you have to understand my perspective at this time. I was a nobody and nothing, both in school and in my home life. Nobody gave a damn about me, to the point teachers had to bring food to school, groceries for me at one point in time. And all of a sudden, the popular boys were coming up to me and talking to me while we were walking home to school together. Not only were they popular, they were attractive. All the girls wanted them. They were in ROTC, they played sports, they were light-skinned, they had the curly hair, the best fits, the flyest Jordans. And they were talking to me? With my raggedy clothes, with my hand-me-downs, with my hot waters, with my hair all over my head, with my funky armpits. I felt like I was dreaming. I couldn't believe it. Like, this could finally be my chance. I could finally have some friends. I could finally be part of the popular crowd. I could finally be in. Right? They told me that I was cool. That they wanted me to come over and play games with them. So that's what I did. One day I followed them home. I walked right down the street with them to their house. And I went inside to play Call of Duty with them. I remember their home was much...
So, you know, like girls like this, and she is... Turn this down a little bit. She is actually just thinking of it as an innocent situation. She just wants to be in the in crowd. You know, like when I was younger, when I was in elementary school, even going throughout like high school, I wasn't the coolest kid in school. And it's, of course, I'm not going to be in a situation like she's going to be in, you know, because that'd be kind of like, that'd be crazy as hell, you know, for me to get in the situation she's about to explain. But, you know, even I wanted to hang out with the cool kids. So, like, if you do get invited to something, you're just innocently thinking, oh, you know, like, oh, finally, yes, I've got my chance. And that's what she's thinking. And she innocently goes over to this guy's house, and these kids, they ain't shit because they're obviously setting a trap. Now, I can see if you actually told the girl what's going on. You know, if you told her, hey, you know, I got me and a couple of my friends. We think you're cute and, you know, maybe blah, blah, blah. Now, they didn't do that. They actually set a trap for this girl, okay? So that's not cool. That would be I'll let her finish telling you.
much different from my home life. Their mom was in the kitchen cooking. Their aunts were in there. They was all chit chatting. They offered me a plate. Their brothers and cousins were all in the room playing together. I was so amazed. I felt so welcomed. I felt so at home. I thought to myself, I never want this feeling to stop. I don't want to go back home to where I was at and get cussed out, yelled, and abused. This is amazing. I got a new.
And that's what I said when I started talking in the beginning of this video. Are our kids, are our youth, just the female youth, are they being led the right way, or are they being led astray? Because it sounds like this girl came from a situation that's not good, okay? When you come from a situation where there's abuse and you know, you got all this trauma going on, maybe your uncle or your cousin tried to touch on you or something like that, well, that's not going to wear well on your conscience. It's not going to wear well into making you the person that you think you actually should be. You know, it'll turn you into a darker version of yourself. I'm not a person that actually came from trauma. I think one time I actually seen my mom and my dad fuss, and then she kicked us out of the house. So I don't know what it's like to come from that kind of trauma. I don't know what it feels like to come from that kind of trauma, but I know what it's like just from talking to other girls and talking to other people, what it feels like to come from a traumatic situation like that. And if you put yourself in the shoes of somebody else, of a kid or something like that, that's coming through that situation, well, you know, then you could possibly understand. But like I said, if you never came through it, try to put yourself into the shoes of somebody that's going through some shit like that. She goes into a situation where everybody's cooking. It's a homely situation. She feels at home. She doesn't want to go back to her traumatic situation.
Friends, and maybe even a new family too. We played Call of Duty until the sun went down.
And what I wanted to say real quick before she gets into like the main thing of what's going on in this video, when you come from a traumatic situation and you go into a good situation where everything just seems so good and it's got you up on a mental high and you don't want to go back, well, it's going to open you up to more things, you know. And whatever those things are, it could be things that you've never experienced before. It'll open you up to those kind of things, you know. And I'm just saying that because she's about to talk about something that's really not cool. And she was open. It seemed like she was opened up to this thing, even though she wasn't like actually open to it.
And then his mom told me I needed to go home. As I was going home, he told me, come back. I'll sneak you in so that we can play the game some more. When it started to get dark, I obviously had to head back home. But as I was getting ready to leave, he came up to me and said, come back tonight. I'll sneak you in so we can play more of the game. 14-year-old me, who wouldn't want to play more of the game with one of the most popular boys in school? Come on now. So that's what I did. I came back. And we played the game. And then he leaned over and he touched me.
Okay, and now she's about to get into the meat of the story, but or Joe Biden, are our female youth being led astray? Okay, why is your 14-year-old daughter out late night and you probably don't even know where she is? You just letting her run roughshod anywhere she wants to, and that's what I'm saying, man. Maybe. I don't know if this was just a single mom situation that's got a bunch of step dummies and boyfriends running in and out of the house. I don't know if her mom was in a drug situation. I'm sure it was probably both of those things, if not one of them, okay? So she's seeing all this shit and, you know, that really could wear on you. Like I said, it'll turn you into the dark version of yourself. But while all that stuff is going on, the mom's probably not even noticing that this girl's gone. Or if she does notice that she's gone, she doesn't even care. That's a huge problem right there.
And he kissed me. He told me I was pretty. In my mind, it was like someone blew my head off. The popular boy in school just told me I was pretty and kissed me and likes me. That's what he's telling me. He likes me. Fast forward and he's got my clothes off and we're doing the whoop-de-woo and I'm completely vulnerable. And as we're doing it and he turns me over and tells me to get on my hands and knees and arch my back, I hear the...
And see, like I said this earlier, and So I didn't listen to the whole video. I just know where she goes with this. Okay, I never listened to the whole video, and I said this earlier. Sometimes you can be at a party with your friends, or sometimes you might not even be expecting this shit to pop off, and then it just pops off. And if you're a girl of lower stature, or if you're a boy of lower stature, and somebody that's popular wants to start touching on you, and you're just gonna probably just let it happen. Okay. You're probably just going to let it happen because you're on an emotional high. You're like, oh my God, I'm on cloud nine. I don't want this to stop. Even though I didn't actually consent to doing it, I'm just going to let it happen because the popular kid is giving me attention right now. And I just don't want that part to stop. Now, the part about him touching me and being inside me and all this stuff, I might not agree to that. But it's the fact that he's giving me this kind of attention. That's what I don't want to stop. Okay, that's what she didn't want to stop. The whole sex part, she might not even said, I'm sure she didn't say yes, because kids that age, they just, they back in the day too, they'll touch you, they'll just try to just go in. They don't need consent or anything like that. If you're going with the flow, then you're going with the flow. It ain't, it ain't like it is today. Now, this girl does look like she's in her early 20s, so it couldn't have been too long ago. I'd say I give it a good 10 years ago.
The door crack open. I look up in shock, gasp, thinking his mom has called us and we're about to be in so much trouble, but nope. It's his brother. He never stopped stroking me as his brother walked in. I sat there in disbelief, my mind racing. Mind you, I hadn't even had sex really before this. A couple of little playful things here and there, but this was really my first full time going all the way.
Look, and I'll say one thing. This girl's being completely honest, okay? She is being truthful because if somebody was lying about that, like she said, it wasn't my first time really having sex, and I was about to call her out on that, but then she said what she meant by that. There was a little couple things that they'd done, probably like a little, slipping digits and stuff like that, touching here and there, but she never actually went all the way. It's her first time going all the way. So I applaud her for being truthful. She's telling the truth and doesn't seem like she's hiding anything. It's a pretty crazy story.
So now I'm wondering what's going on. Why hasn't he stopped? Do I stop? Do I lay here? Do I tell him to stop? I don't really know. His brother walks in, he never stops stroking, and then he leans down and whispers in my ear, "Can my brother get a turn?" I don't really know what to say. I don't know what to do. Do I say no? Do I say yes? I mean, I should say no, right? Can your brother get it? I don't even know your brother, but I finally have some friends. And their family's really nice to me.
See, and this is the part where it's going to turn into RAPE, okay? This is where everything turns, okay? Because I don't know if she gave consent. We'll finish watching the rest of the video. I don't know if she gave consent, but when you're doing something like that, it's the first time actually having somebody inside of you. You don't even really care about that. What you care about is that you're getting treated good by her family. You don't want to go back to your shitty home situation, and the popular boy is giving you the attention that you wanted. And now some other guys walk in, okay? And it sounds like this thing was a setup, okay? These guys had this thing set up. There's no way it wasn't, okay? They're not going to just walk in a room, okay? I'm sure they had their little thing like, okay, give me about 15 minutes and then you walk in the room. And then 5 minutes later, Earl walk in the room or however they're going to do it, So this thing was a setup. But I don't know if she's given confirmation to have this happen to her. But she likes the positive attention, man. That's the crazy thing about it.
I hate to mess this up. So him and
See?
his brother get a turn. But then the door cracks open again. And here comes his cousin. Ain't no fun unless we all get some, right? That's what they told to me. I'll spare you all the details of my sad sob story, but let's just say fast forward, everyone has their fun, I guess. And it's time for me to go home.
And like she said, I guess, okay, that tells everything right there. Like everybody, all the boys had their fun, but she didn't actually have fun, okay? She was there. She just wanted the positive attention from the boys. Now, she could have been fine just playing Call of Duty or whatever video games they're playing all night and just hanging out around the family. She could have been fine just doing that. No kissing, no touching, none of that, okay? Now, if the guy kissed her, I'm sure that was just fine, you know, because she said that her mind was like, you know, her mind was pretty much like when that happened, okay? But if it would have stopped there, okay, now everything is okay. But the fact that they took it all the way, and she didn't even actually knows what's going on, okay? There's been said that when a girl is being sexually assaulted or essayed, okay, that she might just go along with the situation. She might not fight. She might not, you know, struggle. Her mind's fighting. Her mind's struggling. Her mind's racing, okay? She's processing a lot of things. Like, you're taking advantage of me sexually, okay? I don't like this. But the fact that the guy is stronger than her, okay? The fact that it's so traumatized that she just freezes up and lets it happen. I'm not a woman. I can't tell you how that feels, but I know that it's been said, and multiple girls have said that, you know, yeah, I will freeze up, or I've frozen up when I got SA'd, pretty much. You know, I've heard this from girls. I've frozen up when I got SA'd. I let it happen. Okay, so just because everything happened, everybody went home, they might have shared a couple smiles and hugs after it, the guys aren't in the clear, okay? Because what they just did is some bullshit, okay? They set this girl up to get SA'd, okay? They're not thinking like that, but she knows that she got SA'd or RAPED.
And I'm confused and I'm ashamed. And I don't really have anybody I can talk to about it. I don't know what I just did, and I don't even know if I liked what I just did. Anyways, because I know this video is getting long and you guys probably don't want to hear all the details. Long story short, back then, I didn't realize that I was a victim. I didn't realize that that was a manipulation tactic. I didn't realize I was targeted. Back then, I was just ashamed. I felt like I had been a whore, a harlot. I felt disgusting.
And that's things I talked about in the opening monologue of this whole video. I was talking about, you know, when girls have things happen to them, they need time to process it. And when they process it, they might not like what they did. Okay, and I think that's enough of this video right now because, look, man, if you're a guy out there, okay, and you're having, you know, relations with a girl or something like that, just make sure you don't do anything crazy like what happened with this situation here. I'll pull her back up real quick. What happened with this situation right here? Okay, you never want to set a girl up, okay? Never want to set a girl up. Always want to talk about the details of what's going to happen, what's going to go on, no matter how embarrassing it could be, okay? You don't want to sneak attack her because if you sneak attack her, yeah, she could go along with it, okay? And just because she's going along with it and she could leave and, you know, you guys could smile and kiss and all this stuff, she might not have been cool with it, and then the next day she has time to process it, and then, hey man, it could go any other direction. You could be put in jail, you know, you can have something else happen, you can have her brothers come and whoop your ass or something crazy like that. Anything can happen. So just make sure that you do not sneak attack girls, you know, with some shit that you never even talked about, okay? So anyway, that's not funny. It's a pretty hardcore video. So thoughts and prayers to that girl. Let me bring her up real quick, okay, before I end this video. See, that's what I was talking about. So a girl like this, okay, I can guarantee you, if that didn't happen to her, if she had a better family than whatever is going on in her family life with her mom, I guarantee you that her dad's not around. So it's probably just her mom running roughshod with a bunch of other guys. If she didn't have that thing going on in her life, maybe she could have grown up to be, she doesn't seem like a stupid girl, okay? She seems like she has a functioning brain and she's able to say things coherently, okay, so you can understand them. Maybe she'd be in college. Maybe she'd have a good job. Okay, maybe she be doing something very productive with her life, okay? Because this girl right here, like I said, those situations and what those guys did. Oh yeah, there's a key thing that I do want to finish playing in this video. But the things that those guys did, like I said, it can turn you to the darker version of yourself. Because a girl like this, and I know girls like this, okay, you can meet these girls, or I can meet this girl. 2 hours later, Italian stallion, you know. So, but if she didn't go through all that trauma that she had went through, maybe she wouldn't be a girl like that, you know. Maybe 2 hours later, we just be on a date or something like that. But I've seen girls like this. I've interacted with girls like this. She got her boobs hanging out. She probably works at a strip joint. I don't know. She got hair under her underarm. And I'm not trying to critique her to say anything bad because I think she's a good-looking girl. She's cute. And she got some sexy eyes, okay? I don't know about that nose ring, okay? I don't know about that. She could definitely do something with that hair. But she's turned into the darker version of herself. And there is one other thing that I wanted to play that she's going to say.
Felt like it was my fault. I felt like I should have moved smarter.
I'll just finish letting the
And I
video
also
play
was
out.
saying,
30
bro, I
seconds.
felt like finally somebody loves me. Somebody wants me. Finally I'm pretty enough. Finally I'm good enough. And it was two confusing different feelings. And now that I'm older, I really understand what was going on. And I'm just making this video to spread awareness for the other girls that may have had the same thing happen to them or may have gone through similar things and were always too ashamed to bring it up or speak their truth. You were...
Okay, so what she didn't get to, what she said, and I seen it in a different video, is the boys that did this to her actually did it to other girls before or after her. They did it to other girls after her. And then I heard that she said that they actually got caught, okay? So these guys, they got put in jail, you know, they went through the justice system, whatever happened to them. But they did get caught doing this shit to other girls, okay? So that's what I was saying when I started off this video. Are our youthful girls being led astray, or are they being led in the right way? That's the thing. Got to watch your kids out there, man, because if you don't, they can be out there doing God knows what. You know, my son is only 9, but I can see that his mind's wandering, and he would probably be doing some crazy shit if I wasn't watching him, if his mom wasn't watching him, you know, like a hawk. And we got to make sure that we lead this kid in the right direction, okay? We got to lead our youth in the right direction, or they could turn into this girl right here. She's got a tattoo on her neck too, you know. She's got some bruise or a big tattoo right here, a big tattoo on her neck, tattoo on her face. And that's the thing. I would say girls probably shouldn't get visible. When I meet a girl or I go out on a date with a girl, I tell her, you know, if she's trying to get better, I was like, hey, man, if you're thinking about getting a tattoo or another tattoo, you probably shouldn't get something that's visible. Probably get something that you could actually cover up, you know, because you want to be you, but then you want to be business-like when you want to be business-like. You don't want a big-ass cross on your neck or, you know, right here, a big-ass crow or something like that just sticking out. When a guy's trying to take you out to like Ruth's Chris or something like that, you got a big-ass crow or a skull and bone like right here on your throat. Yeah, so anyway, look, like, subscribe to the video. Tell a friend to like this video, subscribe to it, share it on Facebook, Snapchat, your lonely fans, anything, okay? Share the video. Black Suburban Dad Reviews. Oh, yeah, and I made myself, this is a challenge, okay? I'm challenging myself to do this thing every single day until November 3rd, okay? Let's see if I can do it. Black Suburban Dad Reviews.